Hi everybody, this is Black Runner Ranger. Here I am doing yet another commentary on my animations. Now, Skylanders Who Are Really Inactive is basically a music video I made using Weird Al's Inactive, which is a parody of Imagine Dragons Radioactive. I basically made this because, I don't know, I was feeling a bit bored or something like that. Let me see, when did I make this one? It was also made because around June 23rd, 2015, one of my grandmothers passed away, so I needed to cheer myself up for a bit, so I made this little bit of animation. Now, it's also made in response to the fact that ever since Spyro's Adventure, and Giants, there are only 6 Skylanders who never got a repose. Since the days of and usually the core Skylanders, they usually get reposed in a brand new game with some new Wow Pow features or Lightcore. All the Spyro's Adventure Skylanders managed to get a repose before Superchargers. All the Skylanders from Spyro's Adventure managed to get reposed in some way, shape, or form, except for a few characters: Boomer, Dino Rang, Ghost Roaster, Voodood, and Sunburn. And for Giants, the only one who never got a repose as a Wow Pow or a Lightcore was Fright Rider. And so I thought about making this little animation where, like, if you haven't been reposed for at least 2 or 3 years, you're really inactive. Now, I'm not sure if I could describe this animation as one that has aged really badly or aged rather gracefully. I mean, how do I say this? It either has aged well or it has not aged well. I say it hasn't aged well because 5 days later, Boomer, Ghost Roaster, Dino Rang, and Voodood would later become Eon's elite figures for Superchargers. I say it has aged well because there hasn't been a brand new Skylanders console game since 2016, for about nearly 8 years. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna do a commentary on 2 animations, this one and the sequel animation. So let's go. You see Sparks, he pulls in the little black screen to present. Here are the credits. Here the opening thing, Black Rhino Ranger presents. I don't do that much nowadays, the Black Rhino Ranger presents thing. Skylanders Who Are Really, featuring Boomer, Voodood, Ghost Roaster, Dino Rang, Sunburn, and Fright Rider. And here's Boomer over here, and he's like, waking up, and Cheeto dust, Cheetos over there, pizza crust on his belly. I'm using my inhaler now. Out of shape, fattening up, and solo cup is soda. Donut crumbs are upon his lips. Now over here is a picture of Sway Sway from Breadwinners and Craig from Sanjay and Craig. And I titled Breadwinners and Sanjay and Craig. And later in the shot, it shows Voodood saying, "I really hate this show." This is based on the fact that back in the 2013 to 2015 or 16, it was kind of fun to hate on Breadwinners and Sanjay and Craig, on a similar level to fun hating on Teen Titans Go. In fact, my first awareness of, believe it or not, my first awareness of Breadwinners was through the controversial animation reviewer, the mysterious Mr. Enter. Sanjay and Craig, I kind of knew because I seen commercials about it when I was in a hotel watching a bit of Nickelodeon. I never had a strong hatred towards Sanjay and Craig. And when I looked at it, I was like, it looks nicely animated. It doesn't look too bad. Now, Breadwinners, on the other hand, I actually did take a peek at some of its episodes, and I kind of had a bit of a headache trying to watch it. The music, it's super bright colors. It kind of gave me a bit of a migraine trying to watch it. I wasn't very fond of this one. There are a couple of episodes I did find myself tolerant towards, like the switching body swap episode and the one where the ducks all became zombified. I say the cutout, the Photoshop cutout animation kind of works for them being zombies. I've seen a couple of episodes of Sanjay and Craig, like the Christmas one, and I didn't think it was too bad. In fact, I have been getting more requests to do Sanjay and Craig, and without too much issue. A Breadwinners one, no way am I doing this for free. Anyways, continuing on. Voodood says, I really hate this show, but he can't reach his remote control. And he's like, welcome to a new place. And who's he surrounded by? SpongeBob and Patrick. Also, keep in mind, this was made before Harvey Beaks or The Loud House, shows that helped Nickelodeon get back on its feet. Now, here's some people say Nickelodeon's going a bit down again because of the reveal of Dan Schneider with the Quiet on Set documentary. Yeah, it's saying when Nickelodeon really needs to clean itself up, and SpongeBob and the Loud House are the only thing that's keeping the network financially alive. I'll probably talk more about that on a later date, but for now. Also, I will say, I also had a bit of a production issue with this one. And I was supposed to redo this bit again, but suddenly there was a glitch which caused the animation to be unsaved. I did manage to publish a little bit of it when it was unfinished, but but when the main file, the work file, got corrupted a bit, I had to restart again, but use the whatever I did manage to make. Okay, it's difficult to say. Sometimes when you publish the animation on your computer, not on the internet, on your computer, it's considered a little bit of. How do I say this? Now, I did manage to publish a bit of the unfinished work, and I was continuing on with the main one, but then the main one got corrupted, so I had to start over with the main one, but import the unfinished published one onto the new main one. It's complicated. Sometimes my computer does that whenever I'm in the middle of working on my animations. Say like a hard drive hiccup or something. And he looks at his treadmill, which is like Naughty Tracks, collecting dust. The Stairmaster thing, it's a pile of rust. I think I have a Nordic Tracks at home, but I never have a Stairmaster. Oh yeah, this is Mortal Kombat. And Dino Rang is playing, he's got cobwebs on his feet, and a spider is there. You see Rain filling up Tremor's belly, and he's crushing him with the thing. I just realized something. I made this in 2015, and it features Rain and Tremor, and is in the living forest. And funny enough, Tremor would actually become playable in Mortal Kombat X later the same year I made this animation, or was it the following year? Yeah, I made this in wake of Mortal Kombat X. I didn't think Tremor would actually appear. And here's they're going really inactive. You could argue that I was a little bit lazy with this animation, where I just had a bit of tweening and reusing animations and stuff like that. You could argue it kind of fits for this being an inactive animation. Kind of like the Lazy song, the song with Bruno Mars with the chimpanzees. There's no cuts, it's just filmed in one shot, the same location, and the monkeys are just doing the dancing. By the way, Sunburn is lying on the carpet from Aladdin, and there's Invader Zim. Now, due to a bit of a frame rate, that kicking over there was supposed to be Gur kicking Sunburn, but again, there's a bit of a frame rate error. And here's Fright Rider. He's on a rocking chair, and Ozzy wants to go for a walk. Well, unfortunately, he's not getting it. Now you're probably wondering, should I remake this animation but have pretty much every Skylander, since they haven't been active for a very long time, at least over an entire year after Skylanders Ring of Heroes got closed down. And of course, this is dedicated to one of my grandmothers who passed away. Let's see, where's the other animation? Here it is. Now, in response to Skylanders who are really inactive, there's another ad. In response to the Eon's Elite 2.0, I decided to make another animation as soon as possible with the characters coming back. Here we have Boomer and Voodood just watching static electricity television and with a yo-yo. And Ghost Roaster sleeping and Dino Rang watching red paint. And Master Eon decides to give them a new upgrade. It makes me wonder, why didn't they bring back Sunburn for this? And why did they not include the fire or air Skylander? Why is Whirlwind and Eruptor the only Skylanders of their respective elements to get their own Eon's Elite? Ghost Roaster's head is upside down. Suddenly there's a bit of a fly. Yeah, it's a bit slow moving. I should have reduced the frame rate a little bit. Don't worry, he's a skeleton. He can manage. His head can be turned upside down, no problem. Then there's Spitfire. Now here's another one. Here's another funny thing. This is another song where I used quite a bit of copyrighted songs, and yet I'm kind of got away scot-free. I didn't get tagged for any of the copyrighted songs. I didn't get tagged for using the Battle Without Honor theme song from Kill Bill. You know, the one with the bride, or the Black Mamba, who wore the signature Bruce Lee jumpsuit. And here's the vehicles, the Superchargers, and Ghost Roaster's about to become the Ghost Roastin' Rider. And it's playing the Ghost Riders in the Sky song from the Ghost Rider movie. It may not be in a good movie, but me and my mom enjoyed it quite a bit. There's that, my light guy, Fred. There's, Terravan didn't like the idea that they would use his vehicle. No, if I said nothing can go wrong, whoops, Dino Rang did something wrong with it. He's landed on Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon, and Apple Bloom is smiling. This is My Little Pony. And Derpy wants to ride. And I also used the song Ticket to Ride by the Beatles. I'm also surprised that one also doesn't get claimed, and yet UMK was on a copyright rampage with the Beatles, taking away any type of video that uses the Beatles songs, which is why it was difficult for me to use any Beatles songs for my Skylanders with different songs videos, even though a lot of them fit with the Skylanders. In fact, I made 2 videos that include the Beatles songs, and they and 2 videos of Skylanders with different songs specifically themed the Beatles, like Brawlrus is I Am the Walrus, Goo Goo Gajoob, or Night Shift would be a hot day's night, or Washbuckers, I like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden in the shade. And yet I'm surprised, yes, like I said, even though UMK was on a copyright rampage with the Beatles songs, I'm surprised they didn't tag this one. I guess I'm thankful for that, but even at a very long time, I'm still worried that they might scan it again and they still might take it down. It's just, I'm still worried about it. Just letting you know. Anyways, that's my commentary on both of my animations with a related topic, the Inactive song and Rise of the Forgotten. I hope you enjoyed this video.